G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jetty. Over the last couple of episodes we've been working on all sorts of different things, from everything from ship design to legendary science, along to just getting legendary items. But today I need to work on a much more basic problem. The much more basic problem is our science graph. Our science graph says I have no purple science. I have no purple science because I've done everything I possibly can. I have speed beacon, I have moduled, I've done everything I possibly can to make purple science go as fast as possible here on Narvis. But it's just not fast enough. It's not keeping up with our other sciences, which means we need a new plan. The new plan is I need to rebuild science, probably all the Narvis sciences at least, probably on Narvis, although possibly on a different planet. If I choose to build it on a different planet, I'm going to need some ships. I'm actually thinking Vulcanus is a very good candidate, except for anything that needs stone. Purple science happen to need stone, but we're going to worry about that in a future episode. Today, what I want to work out is a streamlined ship design. So that's going to be the first plan, along with, well, swapping away from physical projectile damage, because that needs purple science. Actually, that doesn't need purple science. No, we can do that science. Well, let's do that science then. We're going to be doing physical projectile damage whilst I work on a little bit of a ship design. But before I work on a ship design, I need to prepare some, well, help across on Vulcanus, and at the same time, I need to ask you guys whether I can borrow a like. I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. Not happy the video didn't enjoy the video. Well, don't worry about today's ship design because I want a streamlined, super fast ship. I also want some help on Vulcanus. So to get some help on Vulcanus, I wish to have one of these things. I'm just going to pop that right there. And then I want to outfit it. Obviously, well, as we have all the technology, I want to have portable fusion reactors. That's going to be very, very important. Obviously, I'd also like some legs so we could move around a little bit of a hurry. I'd like a couple of batteries, and I want to fit this with as many robot ports as I can. Hopefully 7,500 robots. 100 robots, I can't complain about that. Obviously, I'm missing the fission reactor. We'll worry about that in just a second. I'm going to not set up anything right at the moment, but I'm going to give you a color, because you are going to be, well, our Vulcanus spiders. I'm not going to give them any weapons, but their main job is to clear out a little bit more space on Vulcanus so we can build a few more projects. So I want a few of these. Now, I also need to get, obviously, the fusion reactor. To get the fusion reactor, I'm going to use this blueprint here. We're going to say I would like those, please, a lot of them. And can I swap you with the magic legendary everything upgrade planner? And actually, you know what? Can I swipe everything here? Because we're going to need a few things. Okay, so to make these, I need to have tungsten plate. I have that in stock. I have supercapacitors. I have carbon fiber. I have quantum processors. I have portable fusion reactors, and I have, portable fusion power cells and portable fission reactors made right here. So all I need to do is, we'll have this run a whole lot faster, which could be a problem because I have a few thousand inserters waiting to be delivered. Well, they'll get here eventually. Also, well, actually, for the meantime, can I just do that? And can I turn on? Can I double check? Okay, so I have lots in storage, but they're in buffer chests. So can I request them for buffer chests? Can I copy and paste that? And can I actually update that to a higher request? And then copy and paste it again. And because I'm going to want a lot of these, can we do this? Also, I'm going to want a lot of these, which needs these, which should be fine, and as these should also be fine. All right, so now I have my spider. This is what I want to actually take to another planet. I want to copy you. I want to save vehicles only, create blueprint, and then I want to go to the wonderful limo. On the wonderful limo, I do not want the blue circuits. They can go overboard. I'm going to paste said blueprint, and I'm going to click add selection. When I do that, it adds one copy of that blueprint. One copy is good, but 100 copies are better. So I'd really like, 400 personal robots, 300 legs, 200 batteries, 100 spiders, and also, 100 of those reactors. There's only one on the planet so far, but I'm sure the others will show up in due time. So with that done, and can I have you be normal quality first? And then I'll upgrade you afterwards? Cool. And as you need a lot of things loaded in, can I have yet another chest? And we're going to give you 3 chests so we can just get this loaded as fast as possible, because they have a 30-second crafting time. Sure, it is a legendary assembler with a whole lot of speed modules in there, which severely cuts down the crafting time, but I still need to get stuff in here fast enough. So, yeah, we're going to have a couple of inserters helping out. Obviously, if they're legendary, that would definitely help. Can I have you upgraded as well? And that should be us. So we're just going to leave that to happen whilst I design a new ship, because I would really, really like to have a brand new ship to help us out. We're going to call this one Speedy. It's going to be a template, so to speak. I want to definitely build on Narvis, but I definitely want a legendary hull just because, well, I can. And then I actually have this ship. Now, this ship has pulled into Narvis. Well, actually, Vulcanus. Yeah, Vulcanus, Narvis. It can stay on Vulcanus. And the plan was to upgrade this. You know, swipe it with a good old upgrade planner and just upgrade everything to legendary. But I've decided against that. Instead, what I'd like to do is I'd like to decommission this ship. I'm not exactly sure what this ship was doing, but it's definitely one I don't need anymore. So I have a special request group, one that I've made up, is going to be available in a blueprint, as are all my blueprints. They're all available to Patreon members. Those that choose to support the channel, I like to give back to them and let them grab a couple of my blueprints. This is a very, very simple blueprint that just auto-trashes ships, except it's designed to work for Narvis. So you're going to have to head to Narvis no matter what, and when we get there, we're going to start dismantling this ship. All right, with that done, can I grab our Speedy? Okay, our Speedy, I want to have you have a couple of things. First off, I want these, obviously, legendary. Can I have 10 of those? Can I also have space platform? No, normal quality. And can I have 1,000? I just want that shipped up to start with, just so we have some, well, a little bit of storage to get a few things done. Can I have this? And can I upgrade that to legendary? Can I go 1, 2, 3, 4? Just so we have a couple more ports. All right, has this ship made it here yet? No. It's only doing 300, 400 kilometers per second. I want faster ships. That's the real thing. I want faster ships. I also want more streamlined ships that can get from A to B faster. Okay, so this request group is now active. It is literally trash everything. And then what I want to do is I want to rip down the front of the ship. I want to rip down the side of the ship. I want to rip down the rear of the ship, including those tiles. Well, I actually didn't want those guys. And I want to rip down that side of the ship. And because I have an auto trash group, it does a very good job of just throwing everything overboard. Sure, there's the occasional extra item that I haven't found to put in the auto trash list yet, but most of them are there. And yep, can we remove that piece? Cool. Can I remove that side of the hull? And that side of the hull? Yep. And can I remove the rear of the hull? We just need the last lot to launch. Okay, that's going to take a minute. Once that's launched, you can be done with. Okay, can I go to Speedy? Can I pin Speedy, please? So we have it on the right. And what I want to do is I want a very, very, very streamlined ship, okay? Made up of the absolute most basic things. So I want to start with a fusion reactor, okay? I'm going to be putting this here. Actually, can I start with an inserter? Okay, an inserter. This is the far most left tile. So let's go in just a little bit, because we can always copy and paste and rearrange things later. Can I have a fission reactor? And I want the plasma to come out on the right. Okay, with a single fission reactor, I'm going to put a single, thanks what I save, a single fusion generator on the back. Okay, this will give me 50 megawatts worth of power. For most ships, that's plenty. And actually, can I do that? And I don't want any, I just want tiles, please. And can I just give myself a little bit of working space? Yeah, okay. Now, obviously, you need to have a cryogen plant to cool down our coolant. So we're going to put that in there. And we're going to keep this very, very simple. This is about the minimalist of minimalist designs. Okay, but that's all I need. That will let us cool down the coolant. And also, well, reprocess the coolant. Yeah. All right, next thing I want is... can I actually put 2 more of you guys on there? And... I want to try and keep this a very narrow ship. Very, very narrow ship. No, I'll leave that for the moment. All right. So, next thing I'm going to need is, well, engines and also the ability to make some fuel. So, can we get you... can I have legendary? And I'm going to need at least 3 of them. 1 to do this type of fuel. 1 to do that type of fuel. And then also, obviously, 1 to do water. Okay. And then I also need engines. Now, engine design, I want to keep things, as I said, streamlined. It's all about having a streamlined ship. And I want this to go fast, very fast. So, as with most things, it's all about the power to weight ratio. Well, actually, in Factorio, it's more about the power to width ratio. So I'm going to put you in one tile there. And then I want all engines. Now, to get all engines, I need to do things a little bit differently when it comes to the engine design. We're going to be feeding one fluid all the way through. and then the other fluid all the way around the outside. So I need to plug this pipe in on this side, all the way down to here and around there. I'm going to need the other pipe to come in here, and you are going to have to underground to something. Can I fill in this hole? Yep, so it's hard with the side of the ship. Okay, and you can go up to, well, that's as far as you can reach in a single bound. Okay, so you like red fuel. We're going to put red fuel here. You like water. We need water somewhere in the middle. And then you like blue fuel. Blue fuel could go here. Okay. Then I need to get water into both of them. All right, water into both of them could be tricky. Let's pop you here for the moment. Okay, can I plug you in? And okay, water in the top one looks easy. Water on the bottom one looks a little bit more difficult. Can I? Can I? Actually, can I put you this way? Okay, if I put you this way, I can get an underground pipe from here to here. That gets water straight in, but that is, I need to get water up here. To get water up here, I can use a bit of pipe like that, but I've used up a certain amount of space already. Oh, actually, you can go one tile to the right. You can go up instead, and then I could have a straight pipe from here to here. But I'm using 3 tiles. So if I'm going to use 3 tiles, can I get a tank, and can I store just a little bit of water right here? This will connect these two together, and then I just need to get water into it. Water into it could be as simple as that. Don't know right now, but that's a possibility. Okay. All right. With that done, oh, actually, I can put water there, and I can put water here behind this. Okay, it doesn't get water in anymore, but maybe here. I don't know. All right, we need some asteroid collection. Can I fill in that one tile so you stop flashing? All right, asteroid collection. I'm going to want an asteroid grabber. We have those in legendary because they are in legendary. They have a much bigger capture radius. Okay, I also need some crushers. We're going to go legendary. I'm going to need 3 of them. 1 to do iron, 1 to do carbon, and 1 to do ice. Oh, and I'll also need 1 to do calcite ice. Yes, that'll be important too. Okay. So let's start at the bottom with calcite. No, calcite needs to go with these 2. So let's start at the bottom with ice. Keeps things simple. Okay. Yeah, I know, I can't build an empty space. Okay. So I need to have ice. I also need to have, you are going to be making calcite. And I really need calcite to go with the other 2. So can we just start with you 3, like, somewhere together? Okay. Before I go too much further, I also need to think about ammo. Ammo is going to be very, very important as well. So can we go with, if we've already got calcite here, can I go with a foundry? Can I go legendary? 2 of. You are going to be making, obviously, molten iron, and you're going to be making, well, ammo, plates, and I need that to go into an assembler. Can I get an assembler? That tab, and legendary. Okay. Also at the same time, I'm going to aim this one to have guns. Can I get a gun, a legendary, and a normal? Can I also get a laser just in case? Wish they worked in space. Laser, normal, and legendary. Okay, so I need to have iron and calcite coming here. Also, can I get a solar panel of 3? Can I just strip those on this side of the hull? I've already decided. Redo. I've already decided this is going to be the hard edge of the hull. Probably. Possibly. Okay. So. Calcite, iron, ice. I'd really prefer it if I could flip those 2. Can I flip those 2? So I can deal with all the ice in one spot. I should be able to hopefully flip those 2. Okay. So. Can I put you... here? Here. Okay, can I connect that to the hull? Alright, you need to get in ice. So can we have ice come in? At the same time, can I get rid of ice I don't need? We're going to do that and that. So we're just going to throw the ice I don't need overboard. Nice and simple, okay? I need you to get in ice. Okay, I can already see that I want to move this outer tile. Yep, can I strip that out, please? So can I get ice in here and here? Well, in and out. And can I have a stack inserter? We're going to try for legendary. Should have legendaries by now. And I want you to output calcite, please. Okay, and I want you to output... Oh, hi, Grabby Boy. You do well. Okay, and you to output ice. Okay. I need ice to be on a belt, but I need this to be the primary. So to make you the primary, I want to put you there. Can I get a bit of belt? And can I run that down this way? This can output on the right-hand... It's going to output on the right-hand side of the belt, the far side of the belt, which is going to come down here, which then makes this the secondary. Okay. On top of that, you're going to produce extra ice that I don't need. Well, you're going to produce ice chunks. That's probably more accurate. That's definitely more accurate. All right. If you're making ice chunks, can I get you to go here? And then I could bring the excess ice chunks out of the calcite machine and put them in here. That way I can, you know, keep them in the network rather than throwing them overboard. So we're just going to rotate you for right now. Okay. That still leaves carbon and iron. Okay. Can I move carbon up here probably? Iron, can I move you up just a little bit? No, here. Okay. I need you to be able to grab iron. And if I have excess iron, I want to throw the excess iron overboard. So you're going to bring in iron ore. You're going to spit out iron ore. If you get an extra iron chunk, it's just going to go, yeah, like that one, straight overboard. All right. Can I get one of you? You are going to be outputting, well, that item. Yep. Use filters, that item. Okay. So you're outputting iron. I also need to get calcite. I have 2 guys for calcite. All right. So I need these 2 merged together, and I need to get into this. Where this is going to be, probably here, but maybe not. Can I... Okay, can I have you come down and you go up and then you go right? That puts them on both sides of the belt. Okay, I need to do the same with carbon, so can I do carbon? Let's move you... I need a 2 tile. Oh, no, actually, I only need 1 tile. Yeah, can I get one of these guys? Can you go here? Can we filter that? And then can we throw the excess overboard as well? Okay. Can I have this going here? I do have a problem that this is not filtered yet. We're going to have to work on that. Because I definitely don't want it filling up with like nothing but iron and not having any room for ice. Okay. Carbon. I need carbon to come out. And can I just turn that off? Turn that back on. And then carbon needs to merge with this. So can I bring this up? Which is going to be on the left side of the belt. And then you're going to be on the right side of the belt, being the top side of the belt. So that gives me carbon and calcite. This gives me iron and calcite. You know, when I find a piece of ice, can I rotate you so you don't run? Just for the moment. All right. Then I need to get iron into this. And I also need to then make ammo. So let's work on ammo really quickly. We're going to try and keep things as simple as possible. Oh, I also need prod mods. Can we get prod mods? Can I put prod in there and there? We have productivity of 160. So you guys are going to need prod mods as well. Just to save what chunks that I have. It does mean that you guys are going to be a little bit slower, but hopefully that's fine. Okay, so you're currently saying I need 15 and 0.31, which is not a lot, to make 200 molten iron. And then 62 molten iron turns into 9 plates. If you're making ammo, you make ammo without any modules at a rate of 12 iron plates. So that's going to be a problem. I'm going to need a little bit more oomph. I also wouldn't mind storing just a little bit of molten iron, because the tank holds 25,000 molten iron. With prod mods, you're now using 24, so that's like an awful lot. But obviously you're running too slow. So can I also get one of these and one of these? Okay, so speed module, speed beacon rather, that should speed up these 3. So I should be able to process more molten liquid faster, make more iron plate faster. Then you get iron plate to there, which means direct insertion for the wing. So can I put you here, and you here? Okay. Can I then put stack inserters 2 off? And yes. Okay. So that should get me some amount of ammo. Some amount of ammo I want to output to go towards the front of the ship, obviously. Can I filters? Can I do iron plate just so we can see things as we build? And can you be filters ammo? Okay. Beacons there, but the other parts aren't. Okay. Next steps. Next steps are, can I put this here on this side of the hull, so it's out of the way? And I get iron and calcite to here, which is awkward to say the least. I also need to get carbon down here. Here, actually. Wow, that's not planned well. And of course, you guys are also going to need prob mods. So can I get prob mods for you and you and you? And you're probably also going to need some speed. That touches route by tile. Okay, I really want to have all 3 of them affected. Okay, let's put you there. Let's take this. Put this down here. Take out ice contraption. Put that there. Take that. Put that there. It does mean that this part of the hull space is useless, so it means technically the whole ship can get shoved up. Can I get materials in here? I can get materials in here with a long-hand inserter. Can I get materials in here? I can definitely get materials in here. Legendary, please. Legendary and legendary. And I can get ice in here as well. Ice looks fairly straightforward. Carbon looks okay, maybe. And oh, actually, if I did that and brought this down and then deleted this, that way, that would force, no matter what, the carbon on the one side of the belt and the ice on the other. Okay, before I go too much further, can I just cut you, move you down here, move the solar panels up, and then can I cut out that part off? Okay, can I move this? No. That without the hull, without the storage thing, the hub. Can I cut this as is? Slide the whole. Actually, I'm going to delete the end. I'm going to delete the cracks in the hull that I've throwing stuff out of, and put that there. Okay. Minimalist design, 100% minimalist design. Okay, so this is going to be carbon and calcite, which needs to go to here. Okay, this is ice, which will have to jump over that inserter, and then you could probably go straight to there. Last one is going to be iron and calcite, which needs to go up first and then down, which you can already see I don't have enough space for. So can I get an extra engine, please? Actually, can I, before I do that, can I cut this, drop it over there, and then can I get one more engine with one more engine width? And then if I put this back here, technically, because I don't want anything sticking out past the front of the hull. You know what, you're so high, I'd really like to... Okay, can I put this back out here in space? Can I put this... I'd really, really like this, like right here-ish. We'll slide it up as high as possible. Because like my iron is right there. It's like right below it. So, if I put this here, that should work. Actually, the side would be even better. Okay, can I make you another engine wider? Can I go back to this? Yeah, look at how well that ties in. Okay, so if we put this here, actually I can go all the way to there. Okay, that means nothing sticks out past the hull. I like this so far. Okay, past the engine. The engine is pipe, which we need to lay into here. Okay. And this is our carbon. Carbon still needs to come down and go to the bottom. Ice needs to also come down and merge back in there. You guys can go straight. I can get you a couple of inserters, which should all be legendary. My bad. Yep. Can I have you go here and here? Ammo is going to come out, go up. Also, I want ammo to go down. I think ammo going down is going to be very important because I need to protect the arse end of the ship. Can I bring this to... Well, here we do. Okay, and then I want a gun, which I put over here. Can I get a legendary gun? That's a decent amount of range. Can I put you, say, here with an inserter? Like so. Okay. Okay, iron and calcite need to get down to this guy, which we need to work out somehow. And I have a bit of room here. I also have storage. Can I do... That slid in nicely. Can I do... No, okay. What I can do here, can I get another gun then? Call this the midship gun and put you here. And... Can I put you here then? Okay, can I put a storage there? Yep, not using any space so far. And then... You're going up. So I'm going to lose this storage, which means my next storage would be, you know, about here somewhere. Also means that this could potentially be the right-hand side of the hole. Because if I put it here, it's now sticking out further, and it's going to slow the ship down, which I don't want. Okay, can I fill that in? Can I turn off this route? So you would go on a belt. Fit a belt to here. And then I know I can jump 2 storages. Oh, actually, no, I can bring another row of storage here. Okay, can I put another row of storage here? And this one would be offset. I'm gonna put you there and see if I can find something for this space. Like a tank? Like a tank! For more storage. Okay. Can I have this underground to, well, here, technically. Can I then take a bunch of these, put this here, and this here, remove that, grab some hull space, and then, no, I need you to be over 1 tile. Yep. Maybe be over 1 tile, please, and even have the underground face the right direction. Bonus points there. Can I get a gun? Can I put a gun here? And then a little bit of belts. Is this now going to be in the front of the ship? I hope. And can I put a gun here? And a gun here, a gun here. And can I go gun here, gun here, gun here, here, and here. Great. Can I grab this? Can we go there, there, there? And yes, we're going to just daisy chain the guns because, well, that's the plan at least. We have no idea if this will work. Can I finally get walls, legendary, because this is the end of the ship. I honestly. Okay. So with that done, can I drag that across the front and then into there? And this could be a storage, yes. This can't be a storage because I'm short 1 tile, so I can find something to do with that. And I still need to get this into here. Okay, so can I run this to here, to here? I can't go under the reactor because I can't get an underground through there, so it should be as simple as bring this to here and then facing it, no, down. Underground to here. And then straight up like that. Okay, technically without that top. You're facing that. That could be a problem. Can I do a rotate, rotate, rotate? Okay, but then I can't get to this. I don't think that'll be a problem because you're already marked for water, and that's an output for the cryogen plant, and I don't think that's going to mix the fluids. Alright, so we just need some ice to get this baby running. Can I get a little bit of hull put in? No, I don't need to go that far. Just a little bit of hull in there. Technically I could move all this over a tile or 2, but I don't think that helps me in any way, shape, or form. I can't move the tank. I do have some solar panels. Can I put a solar panel? No. I can put a solar panel there. I can put a solar panel there. We can go with 2 solar, 3 solar, 4 solar. Can't put one there. I can put one there. I can't put one there. Can't put one there. I can't put one. I technically no. I can put one no, there. Does that help me? Yeah, not really. Okay, I can probably use undergrounds to make these 2 belts occupy less space. But oh, and weapon coverage. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a little bit short on this side, and I think that can be solved with another one of these guys. Midship. Second midship. And weapon range. Weapon range is good. I don't want that anymore. You seem a little bit dangerous, but well, actually, can we zoom out? Oh, we have coverage. Coverage is a little bit thin on the left, so can I just throw a single laser here? Just one, and then can I grab some walls? I'm gonna throw some walls in there, and just those walls. And can I grab some accumulators just to have them and fill up some tiles? So accumulator there, accumulator there, accumulator there. Yeah, pretty happy. Maybe, well, definitely one there, definitely one there. Technically you can move up a tile. And I can put another one here. Sure. Alright, so I need to get calcite on board to get this running. So can I add calcite there? We have 550 water, that's not enough. Can I calcite in there? Can I have no, I want an assembler. You. Can I put an assembler here and here? And you're gonna be recipes. Water. No, I want recipes, please. Okay, I want you to unbarrel water. And we're gonna aim that way and copy paste you, aim that way and do that. I need to get cool fluid in here, so can I have you be replaced? Yeah, you be replaced. That looks like a working solution. Can I have you be this one? Can I have you have 5 barrels is enough? Can I have you have some amount of barrels and you can have some amount of barrels? You need calcite, you need carbon. I don't know if I have carbon on Narvis. You need calcite, you need iron. We can order up some of that from Narvis as well. I don't have ice really. I definitely have iron. Oh, I need to have this. Can I get ship modules? My wonderful pile of blueprints. I want. No. No, smart graphers. No, I want. I think it's this one. Here's this one. It's this one. Can I put you here? Can I put you... Actually, can I upgrade you to legendary? And one tile gap. Yep. Can I put this here? Cool. And this is going to be 0. Alright. So, that's a smart system added to it. So once the combinators are built, it will set the filters and read the contents. And limit it to, I think it's 13 of each. I deleted the info box. I think it's 13 of each. With no prometering. But that should do us. That's adding our fluid. I have, not that red group. I want to have fuel cells, please. Fuel cells. From Narvis. Yep. And yeah, give me a minute to, well, throw some barrels overboard at high speed. Speedy is fully loaded and fully ready to go. We don't need that anymore. And technically I don't need any of those anymore. I just like to pre-fill it. That way it's ready to go. The only thing I don't have is ice because, well, there's just no ice around Narvis. But we're going to send you off to Fagola and see if we can find some ice around Fagola. Now, I'm really hoping this ship works. Like, this is the maiden flight. We're really hoping for the best right here. Probably helps if all the guns face forward. Yep, that would probably make it fire forward better. Yeah, cool. All right, you could probably face forward too. And so far, looks like little row of guns being daisy chained is working fine. Now, I did manage to, well, you're making 2.5k worth of molten iron per second. It does mean you need 100 iron, which Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, but we'll get there. You process 415 molten iron into 100 plate. You turn 106 plate into 26 ammo, and holy shit, we're here already. I didn't even get a chance to look what the top speed was. Okay, can we go to... Well, actually, do I have ice? You threw out a bit of ice, so I'd say yes. Products finished 74, products finished 12, so all the ice disappeared into the tanks. Okay, tanks are less full, which is not really ideal. Let's head over to gleba. And... Okay, we're definitely not destroying things that are right here. Okay, can I make you legendary? So I have a better chance of shooting this stuff right here, so the grabby boy can grab them. Nice, well done. I have a laser. Can I put a laser? I'm gonna lose a solar panel. Seems like a pretty good trade. Do I have room? No. Technically I can put it here. Let's put it here. Oh, I don't have lasers on board. No, I don't have lasers on board. Okay. That's all right. We're at gleba. Hopefully gleba has lasers. Gleba has lasers. Okay. Gleba can fire me up a laser. We can already see that you're full. You're full of everything but ice. The ice processing is a little bit too slow. All of them are a little bit too slow, but I have put in double prob mods. I could probably swap them out for some speed modules. All depends on how long this ship's going to be sitting in orbit around different planets. Currently, well, we made a gleba in a hurry. Can I send you off to Vulcanus? And that's our laser. Actually, I can put 2 lasers. And I don't want to put legendary lasers for extra range. I really want to shoot things that are super close. I did manage to add in 2 storage tanks. One into the line and one, well, it sticks out top. Why are you not running? Oh, you don't have fuel. Oh. I got a fuel pipe in there. Okay, so you go away. We need to run this one more tile so I can move that over. It's unfortunately now empty. And now you have fuel. Can I rotate that? No. Okay, I guess we put in... No. Okay, I'm going to move you two to here. To here. Cool. Can I put another accumulator here? I still haven't looked at top speed yet. You guys can already tell me down in the comments what top speed is, but I'm imagining it's pretty fast. Do I want to put a wall here? I could put a few tiles of wall. Yeah, we could do that. I need to fill in that hole, obviously. Just in case we get a sideways bang. I doubt we will. Alright, so from Vulcanus back to Narvis. And, oh, can I also have on this request group, ammo? 0. Yep, if you find ammo on board, just launch it overboard. I don't want to deal with it. Technically the inserters, 1 extra gun. I'm requesting a stack of each. I don't think I want lasers. I am going to carry some spare parts on the ship, obviously, because, well, I'm worried about losing the front end. Anyway, speed is... I call that 500 because you're 490-ish on the way to a planet, and then once you pass the halfway point, you get the extra 20 kilometers per second because you don't have the gravity working with you. So that should bring us up to 516, 507, 507. Sure, 507. Is it burning through fuel in a hurry? Yes, because they're all legendary engines. But we're definitely getting there, and we still have a decent amount of water left over. And actually, you're full. Okay, so you're full because you're just processing slowly, like very slowly. And you have too much calcite, which means I need you to process. So can I do input here, and you make 13 ice compared to your 3 ice? Yeah, that should solve that problem. I don't have a good way of outputting the ice back into this machine, so it's probably the only fault. Oh, actually. Could I disable you? Can I have you output and input? No, input and then output. Yeah, that should work. Okay, it means I'm going to need a couple of inserters, which I've already thrown overboard because I cleared out everything. But that's what I'm going to call my ship. That's my new Speedy ship, which is good because I need to make science. And The science hasn't recovered, obviously, because we've done nothing about it. But I do believe the limo is ready to go. It's at the top of the list now. Not quite. We're waiting on 5 batteries which are on their way and 50 of those. So once they arrive, we can send this off to Vulcanus, which means the next episode, I'm going to see you on Vulcanus, where we're going to put Speedy to work. Yeah. Is there ever a situation where I'm burning calcite faster than I'm burning ice? Possibly. So can I turn you to do ice? And can I face you that way? Because you should grab the ice first before this guy has a chance. And this will just self-buffer ice. And as long as I'm burning through ice at a reasonable pace, that shouldn't back up. Shouldn't. You know what? We're going to just add ice in here as well. Ice asteroids. Again, the short inserter should be able to grab it before the long-hander does, because long-handers are slower, but that should work definitely. And with that small change, the tanks are being refilled, not a problem. And we're on the lookout for ice asteroids again. But this is going to be a little speedy ship. This is also going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode, we're off to Vulcanus. We're off to Vulcanus with our new little, helpful army. Helpful army of 100 spiders. Because I'm going to have to clear just a little bit of space, just the smallest amount, you know, so we can build out a little bit of science. But with all that said and done, I'm going to leave this here. As always, if you're interested in the Speedy version, I'll put together probably 3 of them. One with guns, obviously, that's done. One with lasers, which is going to be a whole lot easier. You might need a legendary fusion reactor for that. Maybe. I don't see a way I can get 2 of these in here, plus the cryogen plant. Not at this width, but a legendary or a rare or something, fusion generator should be fine. And then I think I'm going to put together a rocket version as well, because if you travel at 500 kilometers per second compared to our ice cube, which travels at a snail's pace, then I have rares. I have uncommons. Yeah, I think that would be a very good option for going and pick up the Equilo science, because as you can see, it's fairly low, and that's not due to the lack of science. Yeah, it's leaving now at the grand top speed of slow. Anyway, with all that said and done, as I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. If you're interested in the blueprints, they are available all to Patreon members. My little way of giving back to those who choose to support the channel. You can head over to Patreon and grab the blueprints there, or you just head over there and choose to support me. Anyway, with all that said and done, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. See you in the very next video. All right, bye.